What's good, y'all? I think I'm gonna speak on this Charlie Kirk thing. Since it's so popular, such a popular topic, somewhat of an important topic too. Um, so for everybody that's been under a rock, don't know who Charlie Kirk is. I didn't know either though. Don't feel bad because I didn't know before this particular incident. I didn't know who that was either. But from what I understand, he's a political, I want to say activist, should I say, podcaster. I believe he's a YouTuber. Pretty outspoken guy. Speaks a lot of. I went and looked him up. Looked at a lot of different videos that he made and whatnot. He was on different shows and whatnot. And what I did notice, I'll say this on his behalf. What I noticed is you have to dig deep to find like the good stuff he's saying. Like he said some stuff that makes sense, and that's actually I think would help in certain scenarios. But what I noticed is you have to kind of like dig deep for those things. So what that's telling me is the media, for some reason, is trying to paint the guy in the light, because he said a lot of stupid shit too, a lot of racist shit, a lot of really ignorant, dumb shit. He said a lot of that too. But when I first started researching the dude, that's all I seen was that, the negative, the this, the that. I didn't even know he had ever said anything good until a little earlier today. I was researching him and I found some videos where he was actually making sense. And I'm saying that to say is, dude probably ain't just, he's definitely a racist, or he has a racist mentality. But I don't think that it's, I don't think he's 100% just fucked up. I think he does have his intentions, did have merit in some cases. You know what I'm saying? Now, is that gonna allow me to feel empathy? 'Cause that's what everybody keep talking about, empathy. You know, is that gonna allow me to be empathetic behind what happened to him? It's not, and only because I don't feel any empathy for, for any type of racist person. Because for those who didn't know, I'm a black person. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the racism in this country is directed toward me and my people. So if any racist were to pass away, no matter if it were peaceful, brutal, whatever, it's not going to incite any type of empathy for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, did I want dude to die? Was I wishing death? I wish this dude was dead. No, I wasn't on that. Mainly because I don't wish death on nobody, really. Maybe a few people. But for the most part, I don't wish death on nobody. For two, I didn't, when he first got unalived, I didn't even know who the dude was. So, there was no way I was wishing death on him if I don't even know who you are. So, I'm just coming from the place of I don't like racists, period, in any format. You know what I'm saying? So, the dude came across as a racist. Another thing that I peeped about the dude, he would speak on, how he thought, a few people should get shot each year, and that, that way we get to keep the gun rights. I also heard him say something about what'd he say? The gun rights, each people shot each year, keep the gun rights. He just said a bunch of dumbass shit about black, talking about black, talking crazy about black people and stuff. So it's like, and he also he said something about having public executions. He said he wanted to bring back public executions, and he wanted them to be televised. That was his words, you know what I'm saying? And the universe works in strange ways, because that's exactly what the universe gave him, is a a publicly televised lynching, assassination, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So he got exactly what he was asking for. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why I don't understand why everybody's just so up in arms about dude's death when he literally got what he was asking for. Like literally, like to the T, to the note, he got what he was asking for. So, I mean, if somebody asks you for a certain way to die and then they receive that exact way to die, should you be upset? You should probably be happy for that person because they died how they wanted to die. That shit's wild though. You know what I'm saying? The fact that dude got popped on that, and I was watching that live. I seen the live. You know when it happened. I heard the shot, seen it, all that, seen it. I was watching the rally. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And just while I'm speaking on crazy, I also wanted to touch bases on this Dallas situation. So I'm trying to keep these videos down to 10 minutes. This Dallas situation where this dude chopped off dude's head. And he did it right in front of the man's wife and child. They were right there watching. At first they were trying to stop him, but I guess he was just going too wild with it. So they just kind of backed up and let him do his thing. And he chopped off the dude's head right in front of it, right in front of the wife and child. Just chopped his. They was right there, not even 5 feet away. Chopped his head off. Kicked his head across the parking lot. It's rolling across the parking lot, blood coming out of it. They got the video all over the internet. Kicked the head across the parking lot. Went and picked up the head, took it to the garbage trash, threw it in the trash. I was like, wow, that shit is nuts. And then he did all this in broad daylight. It was people out there watching. It wasn't just the wife and child watching. It was people everywhere watching, filming. You know, I'm assuming that's probably how a lot of these videos hit the web. You know, because it was people everywhere filming. But that's crazy. That's like the craziest thing I ever seen on the internet ever. I seen the cartel cut somebody's head off one time, but it didn't even look as brutal as the situation at the hotel in Dallas. I guess you kind of expect that from the cartel. You know what I'm saying? This particular dude, you know, just some guy staying at the hotel, I think. And, you know, he disagreed with the management or had some type of argument or some type of confrontation with the management and ended up killing the dude and cutting his head off right there in front of everybody. I don't see how nobody didn't try to shoot in the air or do something, you know. I might not have shot him because I don't know exactly what was going on between them, but I might have shot in the air. I might have even shot him, but I definitely probably would have shot in the air, just like, you know, get the fuck on, man. They screaming. It was graphic. The wife and child screaming, trying to get him to get off. Get off, dude. He wouldn't get off of him until he chopped his head off. So it's some crazy. I'm saying this to say I just wanted to speak on that, but I'm also saying this to say you better watch it out here. There's some crazy motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm shit. That just turned my alert level up. Cause now I'm really watching motherfuckers like super tough now. You know what I'm saying? So, rest in peace to dude, man. That's fucked up. They hope they get that motherfucker the death penalty. Facts. This video finna hit 10 minutes. I'm gonna go and get up off of here. But I'll be back later. This is Mighty Media. I'm out.
And what's your plan, house nigga? I bet you don't even want to escape. All on Master Nut.
Killer, listen. I got a little mission. Ain't nobody tripping if Zimmerman missing. Then what? We cut him in pieces, we feed him the fishes, them bitches want water, we grant them they wishes. Facts.